My name is Hanna, and some people call me Hanna Tantra. It's just easier to pronounce. Everything that you heard about Tantra is true. Tantra has everything and nothing to do with sex. So Tantra is a spiritual path, it's a way of life, it's a way of being. Now, on the one hand, the Dalai Lama practiced Tantra, and he wrote books about Tantra. Also, Lama Yeshe wrote a book about Tantra. And then there's all the other alternative scenes and the Neo-Tantra scene that associate with the sex scene. So Tantra is a spiritual path. It's about embodied spirituality. It's about spirituality that is visceral experience in the body. And it's a way of communion with divinity through this beautiful divine vessel that we are. So Kabbalah or Kabbalah is the Jewish Tantra. Sufism predates Islam. Alchemy in Europe was the European Tantra. They didn't really try to transmute base metal into gold. They were working with energy and shifting energy into a sublime expression of divinity and how to benefit the world and consciousness and raise consciousness. So Tantra embraces everything, all aspects of our being. Yoga is an offshoot of Tantra. So some of you have heard of yoga, some of you practice yoga. So yoga is an offshoot of Tantra that is concerned with either breathing or posture or focus, visualization with yantras and mantras. There is no Tantra without mantra. Mantras are sounds of sacred resonance and vibration. It could be Hebrew, Arabic, Sanskrit, Hindi, Urdu. These are, or Sanskrit. These are prayer languages, if you like, or the language of the gods. And so there is a huge, profound vibration when someone says, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. There is nothing greatest but God. God is all that is. Or Om Shiva Om. I am all that is. I am consciousness. I am awareness. I surrender to spaciousness. Okay? So Tantra is about the dance of unity between energy and consciousness, which we are. We are of both realms. We have a body. We have this beautiful vessel that serves us here on life. And we walk the earth, we need to drink, we need to eat, we need to do something with our sexual energy, whether we dedicate it for procreation, whether we dedicate it for recreational purposes, whether we dedicate it for religious purposes. There are many R's in the purpose of tantric sex. Also dedication. Why are we practicing certain things? It's a way of being, so it's about choices. And so this vessel is about the fact that we are a human animal. We are here to experience life as it is, to celebrate the flavors. Otherwise, why would be given so many taste buds to experience it? Why would sexual organs have so many thousands, 20,000 nerve endings around the clitoris or the frenulum? It is profound. We're here to enjoy our beingness. We're human being, and to celebrate all aspects of our being. And of course, we are of the divine aspect. We have this spiritual aspiration. We quest to unite with divinity. We are trying to remember who we really are. which is the basic question, is who are you? And who we really are is we're one. But it's not a question that is experienced in an intellectual level, but through the practices. So Tantra are the practices. And you can dance with bringing awareness. You can chant. You can eat with awareness. So it's weaving the energy of consciousness, weaving the opposite of Shiva and Shakti, the god and the goddess. But of course, those of us who realize that in yoga we have, each and every one of us has the masculine and feminine within each and every one of us. So it's all about unity consciousness. Steve Jobs had on his iPad the autobiography of a yogi, which is a great book, and it is from the lineage from Babaji Nagaraj, which is one of my greatest teachings. The Cobra breath and the Lama breath that I teach and initiate in comes from Babaji Nagaraj. And so Steve Jobs was interested in what is Tantra. Madonna has these Kabbalistic symbols in her concerts, and Kabbalah is all interested in unity and oneness. So it's everything to do with our divine human expression, and we are of divine design. Look at us, we are magnificent beings. And in Tantra we perceive each other as divine being, not later, right now, as we are. And when we do the Namaste, when we look at someone and we do the Namaste, I salute the divinity within you. I acknowledge that you are divine right now, that you are a mirror to me. Right now, just as you are, you're perfect as you are. We're diamonds. And we're also one facet of the same diamond. When some person is hurting in Bangladesh, it does affect me. We are all connected. So it's about human evolution as well, to realize that we are connected. So there's many layers to us. On the one layer, we identify with our personalities, and our personalities are great. You know, on the one hand, I'm a mother, I'm a lover, I'm a writer, I'm an architect, I'm a film producer. But actually, I am you. You are me. We are one. And this is the beautiful thing, to realize that actually, you know, to come back to this humble beingness of we are inseparable. We are all that is. And how to shift humanity into another level of celebration and consciousness. If you like, this is the purpose of Tantra, is self-actualization, self-realization, celebrating who we really are. So my journey started a long time ago when I was born. I was born to a Kabbalist heritage. My father was a Kabbalist from Satumar, and after he was shipped into Auschwitz in the Second World War, he searched for the meaning of life, and kind of the Buddhist teachings and karma helped him come to terms with the atrocities that happened. And I was brought up with this acceptance. So I actually didn't go to the army in Israel. I was born in Israel. And I was born with a perfect birthmark on my forehead, so I was branded the Indian of the family. And at age 13, I had tantric initiations. And by age 17, I left my country because I believe in make love, not war. And it's important to me to share the message of love and acceptance and compassion. So I can talk about for many hours about what is Tantra. And I've written a book, my latest book, about spiritual cookery. It's how to cook with consciousness, with awareness, how to honor another being. The DVD is showing some old ancient practices like the Kumne, which is a Tibetan healing invocation, how to arouse the Kundalini within each other, how to awaken Kundalini, and rather than just act it out, how to actually dedicate and sublimate and transmute the powerful life force energy of Kundalini and to dedicate it into manifesting. So these practices are very profound. They are my life, and the side effect of Tantra is, if you like, better health. Recently I became very ill. I had a lump that the doctor sent me to radiology, and I decided, I do not advise that to anyone else, but I decided to deal with it with my tantric practices. And I was doing mantras, I was doing color light healing, and all my tantric practices, and within 6 weeks the whole lump has gone, which I'm really grateful, and I feel very blessed. And it has brought such compassion and such compassion and another dimension to my life. So I'm very passionate about Tantra. I'm very passionate that this path really works. I have dedicated my life. But some people come to Tantra because they want better relationships. Some people come to Tantra because they want better sex. Spirituality, it doesn't matter what you desire. It's all the same. It's all the same. The desire for enlightenment is still a desire, and it's okay. The desire for a Bentley is still a desire. When we achieve our desire, our goal, we realize that actually it's ephemeral. It's all a fleeting desire. The desire is kind of a bottomless pit. And if you like, the goal of Tantra would be a state of bliss. Being in a state that all is perfect just as it is. Everything is perfect just as it is. Right now, right here. We are perfect just as we are, with all our insecurities, with all our judgments. It's okay, just acknowledging what is and resting assured that it's all perfect, and this too shall change. This too will change. So I would like to share with you a very simple practice that, if done daily for the next 42 days, will be a very profound magic. And it's the SelfNamaste. How many of you know of the Namaste practice? And Namaste is, I salute the divinity within me, or I salute the divinity within you. I recognize that you are God, Goddess. So it's very simple. Just consciously breathe in the cosmos into your being. Breathing in, bringing it consciously into your crown chakra, cutting through the chatter of the mind, changing karma, speaking the truth, activating the heart chakra, and seeing yourself as divine, as at one with all that is. And Namaste. And then back to the heart chakra, and then inscribing the diamond of our being in a diamond city, and then bringing the energy, the joy of the soul into the heart, and opening a new leaf in the book of your life, and grounding. So let's try this Namaste. Breathing in, Consciously activating your heart chakra. See yourself as you desire to be. Bow down to yourself as divine, one with all that is. Back to your heart chakra. Remind yourself the diamond of your being, and the joy of the soul, and opening a new leaf in the book of your life, and ground. So this practice is very simple, but Dan, you could do that as a Tai Chi, as a Tantra Tai Chi, if you like. That will create a profound practice. Even just a self-namaste on a daily basis will bring the change. Will bring the change.